Hi everyone, I'm so excited to be back. This channel really is all about the spiritual journey, how it affects us in our purpose, our work, our path, from tarot to astrology to just stories and experiences to age gap relationships and relationships alike. I really just want to share with you all my story, my experiences, my knowledge in hopes that it inspires your path and your journey. So I'm excited for you all to be here. Let's get started. So today we are going to be talking about chasing money. And I wanted to share this topic with all of you because we're all in some way conditioned to believe that money has value. Maybe not all, but many of us. And so for me, I really want to share my journey, my path, what I've realized, and why it's so important to always chase your passion, your dream, what you believe in, while securing your own feelings around security, freedom, money. So, I wasn't always a tarot reader, spiritual person, somebody who openly spoke about this stuff. I really wasn't. I actually grew up believing that having a corporate job was going to be my end-all be-all to safety, security, and happiness. I was wrong. Really wrong. And why I say this is not because the corporate world or having a 9-to-5 job is really not for everyone. I really just believe that it's not necessarily for me. And what I find is that it's not even just chasing a corporate job, but for me, what represented safety, security, and making money was really working in a corporate environment because it just seemed like the right path, the safe path, the traditional path. And it wasn't, not for me at least. So I ended up graduating from school and working several different jobs that were considered great money, stability, secure, professional, traditional. And the first one was working at a makeup counter, and I was a manager within 2 months. But even then, I was like judging myself, and I was only 22 years old because I kept thinking, well, a corporate job, I'll make more money. Corporate job, I'll be more stable. Corporate job will look good on paper. It would also look good to my family and friends and the people who know me and the people from high school who don't even remember me. All the things in between that really, at the end of the day, just don't matter. Because at that point, really, who are you working for? Yourself or somebody else? 22, I really didn't know the difference. Let's be honest, I don't think any of us know the difference. So I left my makeup job that I loved because I just didn't think it was good enough, and I thought maybe I meant to be a lawyer because that was prestigious. I was a pretty good student. I love to think. I love to debate. I love to have conversations. I thought maybe this is for me. I'm in my first job at a law firm because I'm so glad I was smart enough to do this, but I said maybe I should try working at a law firm before I decide to invest in going to school, time, money, and all of the things. In 1 month, I get fired from this law firm job. I realized then that I needed a job where people smiled. And I know that sounds crazy, but at the firm that I worked at, really nobody was happy. And mind you, they were all making really good money, but nobody was happy. So that was my first lesson, and I probably wasn't paying attention, but I just thought, well, this field isn't for me. I didn't think that money doesn't make you happy. I didn't think that following a traditional path doesn't make you happy all the time. It was just more so that, well, this job isn't for me because people don't smile, and I'm too happy, and I'm too outgoing, and I'm too this and that. This just isn't for me. Lucky enough, I ended up going into sales training. I love the people I worked with. I loved the products I sold. I just loved it. I loved training. I loved education. I loved inspiring. It was so fun for me. But I wasn't, according to my boss, I wasn't cut out for the job. And you want to know what he told me? Which makes sense now, but then I was just offended. Tia, you're meant to help people. Maybe you should apply for a nonprofit or, services or just something that's more about helping people. And now Tia, who had already created this idea of herself, was like, what? What, me? No, I meant to have like a really good corporate job and make a lot of money. I don't know who you're talking about, but that's not me. But I did know that I wanted to help people. I did know that I cared about people. I did know that I loved being with people and that I loved seeing them grow. I knew that. But what do you mean? I can't do this here? I can't do this in a corporate job? Well, after a year, we went our own separate ways. I didn't get fired. I didn't get laid off. It was just like this weird agreement that apparently he thought I didn't fit, and I didn't want to be somewhere where I thought my boss didn't think I fit. So that ended. And I still had trauma after that experience because it made me feel so not good enough. Even though I had such great education, I did my job the best I could. I thought, what do you mean? Like, you can't take away this job. I made such a good income. Everybody loved me. What are you doing? But he gave me a gift. Until this day, the things that he taught me about myself, taught me about working, really actually still rings in my ear till this day. So that was great. And I'm still grateful for that experience, even though it was actually it shattered some of my self-esteem in my early 20s. Now fast forward, I end up getting a job for a mattress company. And of course, I don't really look like a girl that sells mattresses, but I did. And I trained people on how to sell them. I learned the product inside out. I learned everything I could. And that reinstilled that self-esteem I needed, because I worked alongside some of the best sales trainers in the industry, like veteran sales trainers who were so talented, entertaining, great speakers, like just people that inspired me to be more of who I was, which I felt was somebody who was also good with public speaking, good with working with people, good with explanations. So it was wonderful to work with them, and I learned so much. To this day, I'm incredibly grateful. But could I say that I was meant to work at a corporate job selling mattresses or training other people how to sell mattresses? Probably not. But definitely added to my story, definitely is part of my experience, and definitely that's why I'm here in some regard. Because there's no accidents. There really is no accidents. Fast forward, my dream job was to work for a cosmetics company as a trainer. So I wanted to pair my experience first as a makeup manager to a mattress manager, sales trainer, and put them together and make that dream job. 2.5 years later, that dream job showed up. And it was all about the synchronicity, right? So the spiritual aspect of this was, I wasn't chasing the money at that point. I was just, again, chasing the stability and that dream job. And I told the universe I was ready for a makeup job as a trainer, coordinator, something along the lines where I could help teach women how to do makeup and teach the girls how to train other people how to do makeup. Sure enough, the day of my 27th birthday, I'm at Nordstrom. I see an old college friend. He tells me that he's working for this company and why don't I work in the cosmetics world? And I said, well, it's so hard to get a position. And I left the industry to find experience elsewhere and come back, hopefully. Within a week, I got a call back and 5 interviews, and I got my dream job. And it was wild how I had just decided that I was worthy of it and that I was ready, and I had put the experience under my belt working for a totally different company, a totally different industry. Not chasing money, but at the time I was just chasing experience. And then finally I was chasing my dream job, which I thought, good money, good stability, good security, looks good on paper, also is makeup. I was so excited. I had that job for 7 months before I got laid off. And at the time, I remember getting a call and I thought to myself, well, everything happens for a reason. And I didn't even feel upset, because if I had to be really honest with myself, I wasn't super happy. The job I thought I had signed up for looked a lot better on paper than it was actually as a job. Although, again, I'm super grateful. It allowed me to have a taste of something that I thought I wanted, just to figure out maybe it wasn't what I wanted. At this point, I decided to try to be on my own, to be an entrepreneur, to be a freelance artist, to teach makeup, to run events, And it was really, really fun. Really, really, really fun. But there was no money in it. And by not making the money that I had been used to working in the corporate world, having a stable job, I realized that, wow, I don't need that much money to be happy. It's a big lesson. The other lesson of that was I thought working a corporate job was going to make me feel safe, stable, and secure, but in fact, it's the only thing that keeps not working out. And not to any fault of my own. And it doesn't mean that it'll never work out, but it almost feels like the universe was trying to redirect me. So I listened. I asked the universe to work through me. I ended up signing up for a network marketing company. That's a whole other story in and of itself. And the one benefit, or the biggest benefit, was that it taught me that I was a leader, that I could influence people with all the right intentions, and at the end of the day, that my intentions will always win, and who I am will always win, and that my goal in life was, like my boss said, to help people. So that taught me that lesson. It showed me that lesson, alongside the lesson that what I thought was the safe, proven way was not necessarily the safe, proven way, alongside the lesson that I need some money and I need to feel secure, but I don't need to chase it. I am sending you and sharing this message with you because I see so many people chasing money. I see so many people doing a job they hate for 10, 15, 20, 30 years because the paycheck is just too good, because the money is just too good, because they've now equated their self-worth with money. And that's not true. I really want to share with you all that the minute that you equate money with some form of an ideal, you give yourself away. You give your power away. And from experience, the truths that I've learned, and I'm very grateful to the universe for really teaching me this, is that I'm secure, safe, and loved. That there's no amount of money that I can chase that'll make me happy. But what I can chase is my purpose, what I'm here to give to the world, what I'm here to do, who I'm here to love. And that ultimately will make me happy. Because what else is it that we want? So my question for you, and what I want to leave you all with, is, are you doing what makes you happy? Are you chasing money? Why are you chasing money if you're miserable? What does money represent to you? And is it worth your self-worth? Now, it's okay if doing what you love also makes you good money. That's amazing. But what's most important to you, and why is it most important to you, is the question here. Not so much if the money's worth it or not, but more so, what would make the money worth it? And is there anything that could be bought as far as your misery goes? Probably not. So don't chase the money. Chase what you love. Chase what inspires you. Chase what makes you happy. Chase what you feel like you can create and grow and thrive in, because I really believe that the energy that you put in will show up right in front of you, whether it's in money, success, happiness, passion, drive, love, life, adventure. It's all about the energy you put into it. Don't let money steal your intention. Show up with your intention. What is your intention that you want to bring into this world? What is the part of you that you want to leave in this world? What is that? And reassess what you're doing if you don't feel like you're on the right track. And just know you can always pivot. You can always change things up. You can always do more of what you love. And you can even do it on the side, on top of the job you have right now, if you're trying to create a realistic plan for yourself and knowing how to pivot and still be secure. I'm not saying let go of your corporate job. I'm not saying let go of the things that make you happy, even if it's a traditional path. I'm saying find the path that is true to you. If it's corporate world, if it's being a doctor, if it's being a spiritual healer, if it's being an esthetician, whatever that is, Go with it, but go with it for all the right reasons and for all the right reasons that speak true to you. I will see you guys soon.